Welcome to the latest episode of the promo. Welcome to the latest episode of the promo playbook by Cubic Promote. Charles and here I'm friend Swami, and today we're going to be talking about luxury merchandise. Now, we're not just talking about regular everyday giveaways. We're talking about the merchandise that is premium, rare, exclusive. What's your experience been like with when it comes to ultra luxury customized merchandise?
Didn't really experience much that kind of feel.
You
Yeah,
haven't been lucky enough to
no, not yet. Maybe one day. I remember something about my mom. She received a gift. Like it was like 15 years ago, and it was like a Chanel bag or something. That
She received a Chanel bag.
So
My goodness.
yeah, it's from like I don't know, a guy she was dating or something. Yes. Anyway, so it was like 800 euros like worth of bag. Anyway, and like on next to the bag, you had like a purchase handle, like kind of that was like all branded with like Brigitte Bardot, Chanel thingy and stuff like, and it was like was part of the bag. So
right, so we're talking about this little hook that hooks onto the edge of a table to hold onto a bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, side commenting. That's one of the products that we sell on our website in the form of the product placement there. So with custom merchandising, I've come across a couple of really interesting examples on my research. Do you know that Rolls-Royces, built into the door of a Rolls-Royce, there is a custom umbrella complete with their logo, totally gold-plated, I could assume, and they've been known to be very generous with their merchandise. In fact, Rolls-Royce has even gone off to the fact to be giving out their clientele luxury leather goods, so bags, wallets, and the like. On top of that, they also been known to give their clients custom branded watches. It's pretty epic what some of these companies have done. Other things that I've come across include Tesla. Tesla has been giving away also personalized watches, but they've also been giving away custom jackets. But I'm not sure about you. I don't know if anyone would want to be wearing a Tesla jacket nowadays.
Nowadays it's a bit tricky. A year ago was fine, I guess, but yeah.
It would be. It would be. So some of the merchandise that makes luxury merchandise luxury is because people desire for them, and to make it desirable, they make them either limited edition or exclusive as well. What are some of your experiences with autographs from fans? Have you ever stored an autograph? Perhaps you were watching football, or perhaps you were at a concert. Were you ever turned down?
Yeah, and like it happened once, I guess. I've still got the hoodie. It was a hoodie, and like there was a stand at the entrance of the concert, and it was for one of the rappers that I really used to like. It's a French rapper, no one knows about, so
French people out there may know. What's the name of the?
No, I don't think it's really, really niche. It's from the south of France. I don't think no one will know. But anyway, so we went there. Actually, the hoodies were pretty expensive. It was like 45 euros or something like that. And it was like 10 years ago or something. So I bought the hoodie, and at the end of the concert, like all of the guys went like, because it was a group, they came outside and they had a beer with everyone and stuff, and they signed all of the hoodies.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. And I still got the hoodie. The hoodie was pretty decent quality, actually, for like, yeah. And yeah,
Did you need to buy the hoodie?
Yeah. But basically, you buying the hoodie and he's signing it for you. So yeah.
Fantastic. You see, that happens a lot less than what it used to, because I do know for a fact that some of the star players are notoriously hard to get an autograph of. For example, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. I've even heard that some other athletes, such as Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, obviously from Europe as well, it's very, very hard to get a signature. And do you know why that's the case? Well, it's because they don't want their signature to devalue their branding. So it's a supply and demand. So if their signature is everywhere, then the price of their merchandise with their signature will go down. So they want to artificially inflate the price of their signature so they could essentially be more valuable, and they could have one more asset to their name attached to it.
Okay. Pretty interesting. I didn't know about it. Yeah.
It is quite interesting. I have to give a shout out to the Aussie actors, though. The Aussie actors, specifically Chris Hemsworth as well as Hugh Jackman, they've been known to be very generous with their fans, which is bloody brilliant because they don't think of it as a monetization. They think of it simply as giving back. The fans supported them, paid tickets, paid money for tickets to go watch their movies, and them giving them back. I think that's really the way it should be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So Swami, hypothetically, if you were running a business and you were to go procure ultra expensive merchandise for your staff and your team members, what type of products would you be procuring for them? Would you be going crazy and buying every single one a Rolex watch branded with your name or your logo, or perhaps a Dior bag? What type of merchandise would you be getting?
Wow, that's a really good question. I don't know. I think it was like maybe a watch. No, maybe something that you can use every day that is really useful.
No, watch is useful.
Yeah, it is, but it's more like kind of a gadget. I don't know. But yeah.
Young people don't wear watches nowadays. They have their phones. Understood.
Yeah, or like maybe a smartwatch or something like that you can brand and stuff. Yeah. Or maybe just if it's not something like material, I would say like just an experience that you can share with the staff as well. And after the experience, you can have a souvenir or something that's just like, I don't know, you go to the event and you've got like the hoodies and everything that are branded. It's not really luxury things, or maybe, just a car. I don't know.
Give them a branded car. I love it. I love it. We've actually worked with a business before. One of my accounts that I worked with, they were a financial company, and they sponsored their entire team for a day out on the golf course, 18 holes of golf. And part of the process, they gave them everything. They gave them branded golf balls, branded caps. Some of them who did not have golf clubs, they even gave them a branded putter as well. Actually, I think the whole team got a branded cup. I don't recall. Incredibly generous. I would love to have been in that team. On another note, I remember that my dad previously, when he was working in a law firm, they gave out each person a family ticket as a vacation, and the whole company went together. It was bloody brilliant. And at the same time, they also got some merch on the side as well, some clothing and some apparel.
Yeah, but that's always a great idea because, like, for example, we're still wearing some stuff that we had maybe like 10 years ago. Like, I was thinking about the hoodies that I had at this concert. It's just a great souvenir. You just and if you're going out with the whole team, you're having, a good time. And just like, even if you're just wearing your t-shirt at home or just just going to the gym with it and things, just something that you're going to keep.
Absolutely. And at this point, I'm going to emphasize having ultra luxury merchandise does not have to be expensive.
That's right.
Obviously, being expensive helps. But the reason why I say that is this particular brand comes to mind, one that you may be familiar with because it's in your demographic, the Supreme label. Essentially, Supreme, for those who don't know, actually, would you like to introduce to the audience what the Supreme label is?
So Supreme is like a streetwear kind of brand, and it's really like they've got like really limited edition. So it's like, the Air Jordan and pretty much all of this kind of thing. And so it costs quite a lot of money. It used to be like 10 years ago, like, pretty not affordable, but like, okay. But now, because like there's such a limited edition on each item, like everyone is queuing in the front of the shop, like every time there is a release or something. And I don't know, a pair of socks can cost like $300 or even more just for one item.
I've heard Supreme would produce everything from lighters.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah,
obviously apparel because it's their core market. But they also have some bizarre items such as, was it a brick? I believe a couple of years ago they released a brick branded with the logo, and they proceeded to sell that brick for several $100s.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. And the reason why this label came into my mind, because when it comes to exclusive merchandise that people desire, they're clearly producing products that are not expensive, because a brick is not expensive, a lighter is not expensive, but the fact that it's got their label has elevated them to a desirable status.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Just like the piece of artwork, like after, yeah.
Amazing. Oh, final question, Swami. If you would like a piece of merchandise, and it could be anything at all, with a signature of your choice to even elevate the luxury experience to the even next level, a higher level, what would you choose? Would it be a signature or would it be a brand? What would tickle your fancy?
Actually, I've no, like, I don't know, I never thought about this as well. I just like, one of my favorite surfer is like sponsored by like Tudor, you know, the watch
The watch brand, yes.
Yeah, and so here in Australia, there is a lot of like stores that's got like branded surfboard that are made for just like the store and everything, because, you know, it's like there is a big surf culture here in Australia, and maybe you know, just like a branded surfboard with Tudor and his signature on it.
Oh, wow, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it could be pretty nice.
And what color would the surfboard be?
Just a classic, like gray or white, like not anything fancy. Just yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, that wraps up the next episode of our promo playbook. Everyone out there listening or watching this, if you have any thoughts or ideas on custom luxury merchandise and what it takes to elevate it to the next level, or perhaps you have received something that has been incredibly interesting or has meant a lot to you because of the way the product looks, perhaps the fact that it may have been signed, or perhaps it just tells a story that really appeals to you. I'd love to hear from you, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you, everyone.